let's say United as an example, you got Fernandes, Mount, Casemiro, Eriksen. I think Jurgen Klopp would swap his midfield now for United's. These lads that he's got now, we know they're good players, but they're not the same Liverpool as they were 4 or 5 years ago. So he does need now, unfortunately, to sort of go and get one from the top.
Gary Neville praised Manchester United's midfield and instantly regretted it. He thought he had it all figured out when he praised Manchester United's midfield and questioned Liverpool's. But on match day, things took a shocking turn. The very midfield Neville doubted came out on top, leaving him with no choice but to rethink his bold claims.
He's been really purposeful. And Salah, they're queuing up, and Szoboszlai.
This is a story of how even the most trusted analyst can misjudge the game, especially when Liverpool is involved. Keep watching to see how it all unfolded. Gary Neville's praise for Manchester United's midfield was both bold and confident. He even went as far as to suggest that Jurgen Klopp might consider swapping Liverpool's midfield for Manchester United's trio, which included Casemiro, Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. At the time, Neville's optimism seemed well-founded. Neville's admiration for Casemiro was particularly notable. Despite some early challenges adapting to the Premier League's pace, Casemiro's impressive track record marked by 5 Champions League titles made him a standout. His ability to control the game and disrupt opposition attacks was seen as a major asset for United. Alongside Casemiro, Christian Eriksen also received high praise from Neville. Eriksen's vision and creativity were vital for Manchester United, providing the team with a playmaker who could unlock defences and set the tempo. Neville valued Eriksen's exceptional passing and tactical acumen as crucial components of the midfield. Moreover, Bruno Fernandes was integral to Neville's positive assessment. Fernandes' flair, playmaking abilities and leadership on the pitch had made him a key player for United. At the time of Neville's comments, his praise seemed justified. The trio had shown considerable promise, which reinforced his confidence in Manchester United's midfield. However, as we would soon see, this optimism was about to face a reality check. Liverpool and Manchester United faced off on September 1st, and it was an electrifying match. Gary Neville had stirred up quite a debate before the game, claiming United's midfield was stronger. But guess what? On match day, Neville's prediction didn't quite hold up.
Casemiro, for a player of such experience, the amount of times he gives the ball away in bad areas, he's got no pressure on him whatsoever. It's the first time pass that he tries.
Mainoo bullied off it by McAllister. Taken on by Szoboszlai, sifted on for Salah, 3-0!
But the midfields of these two is what I was going to talk about before. You think of Gravenberch.
Liverpool's midfield showed incredible resilience and tactical nerve, proving that sometimes the pitch has its own surprises. What a thrilling game it was.
Towards Luis Diaz, but it's Szoboszlai who scores!
This Liverpool versus Manchester United game had everyone buzzing, especially about United's midfield. With Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes and the young Kobbie Mainoo, expectations were sky high. We all thought United's midfield was going to control the game and set the pace. But here's where things went wrong. The reality on the pitch was a lot different from what we hoped for. Casemiro, who was subbed off at half-time in United's 3-0 loss to Liverpool, was right in the middle of the issues. It wasn't just that the midfield struggled, they made some big mistakes. Casemiro's errors led directly to Liverpool's first-half goals. He gave away possession in dangerous spots, and Luis Diaz, with a bit of help from Mohamed Salah, took full advantage. As Manchester United's midfield made these blunders and Liverpool capitalised, Jamie Carragher couldn't resist taking a dig.
Liverpool saying that shouldn't be happening. I think that's a real pressure point for Erik ten Hag, that this Liverpool 3 in midfield have outplayed, they've outthought the way in which they sort of are set up, found space. He's got to try and get more out of the players that he's got at his disposal, because they're not bad players, and on paper you may even not swap them, but on the pitch you look at them and it's...
Now you've finished, will you answer my question?
He mocked Neville by asking if he'd still make that midfield swap, and during the match, Neville's tune changed. He started criticising United's midfield, which clearly wasn't living up to the high expectations. Against Liverpool, Casemiro's role was overwhelmed by Liverpool's constant pressure. Fernandes couldn't get his game going, and Mainoo's impact was limited. It wasn't just about mistakes. United's midfield looked flat and lacked the energy needed to compete. That allowed Liverpool to take control. So, it wasn't just about a lack of effort, it was about some costly blunders that left United struggling to get back in the game. Looking ahead, Manchester United really needs to tackle their mistakes and meet those high expectations for their midfield. The real challenge here is a full rebuild. It's not just about new signings, it's about revamping the culture, upgrading training facilities and investing in the long term. Just as Cristiano Ronaldo exposed some of the club's issues with his outspoken comments, well, it's clear that Erik ten Hag needs the right resources and support to succeed. Patience is crucial, but now it's time to give him what he needs to turn things around and bring Manchester United back to its glory days. Liverpool's midfield has been a revelation. With young stars like Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, they've really stepped up and brought a whole new energy to the team. These guys are definitely ones to watch. They're quickly becoming a strong unit under manager Arne Slot, mixing Pep Guardiola's smooth passing game with Jurgen Klopp's intense pressing. These new stars bring a lot of energy and creativity to the pitch. Alexis McAllister, Dominik Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch aren't just good at winning the ball back, they're also great at setting up attacks and supporting stars like Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo and maybe even Luis Diaz. And if you saw the game against Manchester United, you know Liverpool's midfield was in charge. After the match, Arne Slot said it perfectly. You need midfielders who can run, and we had 3 of them today, and they were aggressive enough to win it. That was one of the reasons why we could win today. Today we showed a lot of moments where our forwards tracked back so aggressively. That is what you need if you want to win these games. So it's clear Liverpool's midfield is making a big impact this season. So Gary Neville had a lot to say before the start of the season, claiming Liverpool didn't have any midfield at the start of the season. But Liverpool's midfield showed exactly what teamwork can do. Even though Liverpool's midfield didn't feature the high-profile names like Casemiro, the 5-time Champions League winner, young English talent Kobbie Mainoo, or the influential Bruno Fernandes, they proved that being in sync as a team can outweigh having big stars. Liverpool's new midfield trio Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai really clicked. They moved together like a well-oiled machine, pressing high, winning the ball back and setting up attacks with ease. Their chemistry on the pitch was undeniable. On the flip side, Manchester United had those big names, but their midfield struggled to work as a unit. Casemiro's individual talent and Fernandes' leadership couldn't make up for the lack of coordination and teamwork. The lesson here is clear. While having star players is great, it's how well a team gels together that can truly make the difference. Liverpool's midfield might not have had the same star power, but their teamwork and cohesion led them to a fantastic 3-0 win. It's a great reminder that in football, sometimes the sum of the parts is greater than the individual stars. The match between Liverpool and Manchester United unfolded in a way that had Gary Neville eating his words. Liverpool's midfield was absolutely fantastic. With Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai leading the charge, they completely dominated the game. They moved with such ease, found space effortlessly, and created chances like it was second nature. Their teamwork and quick transitions from defense to attack were incredible to watch. It wasn't just about winning the ball back, it was about how they controlled every aspect of the game, showing a level of coordination and energy that left United's midfield scrambling. As the game went on, you could see Neville's confidence in United's midfield slipping away. He started criticising Casemiro openly, pointing out how he kept making mistakes and giving the ball away in dangerous spots. Neville's change in tone was pretty clear as he realised just how well Liverpool was playing. Neville also mentioned that Erik ten Hag needs to get more from his players, saying that United's midfield didn't live up to expectations. Liverpool's midfield, on the other hand, proved that when a team works well together, it can really make a difference. Their performance showed that teamwork and good chemistry can beat even the biggest names, leading to a brilliant 3-0 victory. This match really showed us how important a strong, balanced midfield is in today's football. Liverpool's performance against Manchester United was a perfect example of this. They showed that when your midfield is working together well, pressing hard, linking up smoothly, and moving quickly from defence to attack, it can take control of the game. Gary Neville had underestimated Liverpool's midfield before the match, thinking they wouldn't stand up to United's big names. But Liverpool's midfield proved him wrong in a big way. Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai worked so well together that they made Liverpool's midfield look unstoppable. It wasn't just about having star players, it was about how well they played as a team. The game highlighted a key point in football. A well-coordinated midfield can really control the match and make a huge difference. Liverpool's win showed us that teamwork and balance in midfield can beat even the most famous names. So, next time you watch a game, remember how crucial a great midfield can be. This match was a perfect example of how teamwork can triumph over individual star power. It's moments like these that remind us why we love the game. Anything can happen on the pitch. Thanks for being with us, and we'll catch you in the next one.